Hello, everyone, and welcome to Success Talk with Jennifer Steele. And today, I'm Jennifer Steele with Steele Success. I'm a certified direct sales coach. And today, I want to talk to you about why hosting team meetings for your direct sales and your multi-level marketing and network marketing business is important. And I've been in direct sales for over 15 years, and one of the biggest topics that come up when you get a group of leaders together is whether or whether not to host team meetings. And so I thought this would be a good topic to talk about today, to tell you why I think that team meetings are extremely important. So I have been doing team meetings for years, and there are three main reasons that I think that they're important. Number one is training. I think that training is extremely important, and this is your opportunity when you come face to face with your team members to make sure that they are getting the training that they need. And we can send them links and we can send them emails to read and send them to the company website, but reality is we're not sure if they're doing that training very well or doing the training at all, or if they're retaining it. So when we host a team meeting, you have the opportunity to sit down in front of your team and train them on something that can be extremely important to their business. And they can interact with you if they have questions, they don't quite understand something. Or they may come up with an idea that would work with what you're talking about. With fourth quarter starting today, you may be doing a training on how to maximize holiday sales. And as you're doing the training, a team member can pipe up and have a new idea that may be something you have never talked about or never thought about. And so they add to that conversation. And, not only did they come up with that idea for themselves, but since they shared it, it could benefit your entire team. So I think that this is extremely important to help grow your business. And also, I want to say that if you're going to take the time to have team meetings, I really encourage to make sure you have some type of training. As I've said before, I was with a company, or my company used to have a lot of meetings, and there was this one particular person that would put on meetings, and you would go, and she would do recognition and rah-rah the company, and oh, we've got this great new product, but there was never any training. And I felt cheated because I had to take time out of my schedule, time away from my business, away from my family, to be able to attend, and I didn't walk away with anything. So this is your chance to really make sure that your team members walk away with value. The training is the value that you give to your team members to encourage them to come back and to help them with their business. The second important reason to host team meetings is networking. Have you ever attended a national convention? And one of the best things about going to a big event is meeting other people from your company, networking with them, finding out what they're doing that's working, or share ideas with them, make new friends. And networking is so important. And it's important to your team because you want to create a team atmosphere. This can benefit you. This can benefit you and your team considerably, because when my puppy dog is wanting to be part of the broadcast, because when they network with other people in your downline, then they create a support system that they can go back to. So I encourage you to have a set aside time, either before or after the meeting, that is exclusively for networking. Over the years, I've had meetings in my living room. I've had meetings at restaurants in the back, in a private room. I've had meetings, at one time I had a training center, and I always tried to have time for them to network. Maybe I would have them bring snacks and they could sit and eat snacks before the meeting. Or if we were at a restaurant, I would encourage them to come a few minutes early and eat their dinner to support the restaurant that was allowing us to host the team meeting. And they got a chance to get to know each other. I'm originally from Indiana. I recently moved to South Dakota, so this is kind of new for me to be in South Dakota. But yeah, there's just invaluable for the networking. And so when they get to know other team members and they build those relationships, they can benefit the team members and yourself in just great ways. I had team members that became friends, and it's funny because they'll pull out their phones, and if they're not, they'll become Facebook friends if they're brand new people. And then they keep in touch. And if one of them has a booth at a big event and they need help, they'll turn to those team members that they have networked with and they've made friends. One thing that I think is just so important is to create a team atmosphere. It's almost like a family. And how can that family really learn to love and trust each other if they never meet each other? And that's why the team meetings are so important. The third reason that I feel that they are important is the excitement. And you just cannot duplicate the excitement that is created when you are face-to-face with someone. You can create an email and you can cap locks and smiley faces and all you want to, but you cannot relay the same excitement in text or even on a phone call that you can with being face-to-face with them. And this is it can make a huge impact on their business. When they come to a team meeting, you get excited and they see you be excited. They see your facial expressions. They see your body language. They hear your voice and they get excited. And then they feed off each other. It duplicates. Then they look from you to other team members and they see that they're excited and they become even more excited, and it just duplicates and it duplicates. And when they leave the meeting, they feel like they can conquer the world and they're ready to go out and work their business and make more money, and they're just super excited. And that's just something you cannot get through Facebook or phone calls or conference calls or emails. You can't replace that face-to-face excitement. So those are the main reasons that I feel that team meetings are important. And I know they can be scary if you've never done them before. And, I just want to say, you don't have to make it complicated. You don't have to spend a lot of time. Just what I did is I created an outline of what I wanted to do at my meetings, and then you pull that outline out each time. And then the longest part is coming up with training. And I forgot to mention, training doesn't have to just be you in front of the room talking. You can do masterminds where you have them network with each other and come up with ideas on a topic. You can ask for a guest speaker to come. I had a lady that lived in my area that had been with a company over 50 years, almost 50 years, and her customer service skills were just amazing. So I asked her to come to one of my meetings and speak. She wasn't a part of my team, but she felt so honored to come and speak, and she taught my team about what I call the old-fashioned customer service tips, and she was just phenomenal, and they loved her, and it made her feel special, and it really helped my team in their efforts. So or you can have a team member that's doing something well. Let's say you have a team member that does booths. They do a lot of booths and they do them well. Have them come and share that information with your team, with your other team members, and help them be successful in doing an event with a booth. So there's just lots of different things that you can do. And so I want you to really, think about it. If you're not doing the team meetings, I hope that you will take this information and consider it a little bit more. My thought of the day is, how would hosting team meetings benefit you and your team? And if you're not currently doing them, what is holding you back? So I want to thank you so much for coming on today for Success Talk. And please visit my website at steelsuccess.net/success talk, where I have the agenda for the week and the topics that we'll cover each day. And I'd love to hear from you. Thank you. Christine. I'd love to hear from you on what topics that you would like to hear about. And oh, my doggy buddy, he says hello. He's but I'd love to hear from you on what topics are important to you so we can address those. And you have an amazing day. Hey, Penny, we're about done. Have an amazing day, and I wish you much success.